Hello, Rosedale families. I am Mrs. Kohler, the principal at Rosedale Elementary, and I have the privilege today of narrating the Title I Parent Information presentation put together for you by our Rosedale Elementary support team. Thank you for being a part of our Rizzo family. It is our job to work together to ensure that your children effectively learn. Our team has put together this presentation to give you, the parents, grandparents, and guardians, access to strategies to support your child's learning. If you have any questions or need to reach out, please contact our support team. Their contact information is included for you on the next slide here. For your comments or concerns, you can call the elementary office at 734-744-2800 or reach out to any of these support staff by email, and we will be sure to get back to you to answer your questions. Parent participation at home is key. Make sure that your child has a designated learning spot in your home. Kitchen table or a desk work great, but the strategies that we're going to share with you today will help your child's boost your child's reading skills. And so a good workspace and parent help is going to really make a difference in your child's learning. The first thing I'd like to share with you are Elkonin boxes. If you look inside your child's canvas bag that we've put together for you, the goodie bag, you will find this paper that looks like this with 3 boxes and a slide arrow and 4 boxes and a slide arrow. There are bingo chips in your child's pack. You may also have magnetic letters for the younger children. I'm going to play this quick video for you now to show you how to use Elkonin boxes.
Pause. Today I want you to listen to some sounds that you hear in the word that I'm going to tell you. The word is mat. Say the word mat.
Mat.
Now, let's stretch the word mat and listen to the sounds that you hear. Stretch it out with me. At. Every time we hear the sound, we're going to push the letter into the box. So say push it. A. T. Now let's say the sounds again. At. Now blend those together, all together. Mat. One more time with your finger. Mat says mat. Now let's take the sounds out of the boxes. This time I'm going to take off the M and put the S. What sound does the S make? S. Okay, let's push the sounds and say them. S. At. Sat. Excellent.
Okay. So that is how you use Elkonin boxes. You'll find again this mat inside your child's pack and that clear slide-in pouch that will help protect that mat. Alrighty, next I'd like to show you a video about some fun ways to teach sight words or high frequency words, which we've provided you in either this rainbow card stack and also the list by grade level of what high frequency words or sight words your child should know. There are many ideas in this particular video, and when they talk about putting the cards on index cards, well, we've already given you those cards. The rainbow cards are there for you. So enjoy this video on ideas for learning sight words.
Hey, I'm Kara.
Hey, I'm Stephanie, and we are Virtually Kindergarten.
Today we're sharing our favorite activities to practice sight words with your child. There are so many awesome ideas out there, so today we're sharing our top 10. And these ideas would actually be really great to practice letters too.
Today we have some special helpers who tried out some of these activities and they gave them 2 thumbs up.
The first activity we're going to share is called Secret Message Painting. For this activity, you take a white crayon and a white piece of paper and you write the sight words or the letters, whatever you want your child to practice, on the paper, and then give them some watercolor paint, and when they paint over it, the secret message or secret letters will appear.
For this next activity, your child's going to be using their finger to practice writing sight words in things like sand or rice, flour, shaving cream. You want to do this on a flat surface. You could even do this on something like a baking pan.
Next, we have a fun game called Swat the Sight Word. In this game, your child will have a fly swatter, and you can write sight words on note cards or sticky notes and lay them out, and then you call out a sight word, and they have to use their fly swatter to swat the word.
Our kids really enjoyed this one.
It was their favorite.
This next one is called Secret Password. You'll simply write down a sight word or letters that your child's working on, stick them on a sticky note outside of a door that you use often, and as your child comes in that door or out that door, they will just say those sight words as they enter.
For our next activity, we love the idea of doing a scavenger hunt. For this, you could just write the sight words on note cards or sticky notes and go hide them around the house, and then send your child out on a scavenger hunt to find them.
Our next 2 activities you're probably very familiar with, memory and bingo. So for memory, you can just write down the letters or sight words your child's working on some index cards, and just kind of flip them over and have them play the game. And for bingo, we're going to link some free printable bingo mats that you guys can use to play the game with your student. And we had our children use some really fun seasonal counters and erasers to make the game just a little more interesting.
This next idea is great if your child loves to build. If you have Legos or blocks, you can write letters on them, and then your child can use them to build their sight words.
Our final idea is to use some fun things like the seasonal erasers, counters, even beads to form letters in sight words.
You could even use Play-Doh to form the letters in the sight words too. All of these ideas are great no matter what your child's learning, whether it's numbers, letters, shapes, sight words. All of these would be really fun to practice.
If you have any other great ideas, please put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Okay, they had a lot of great ideas for sight words. Let's move on. So here I've shown you our 3rd and 4th grade vocabulary sheets with those dry erase pockets that I referenced earlier in the video. Let me show you a sample of how to use these vocabulary sheets. So you slide it into the clear pocket, use the dry erase marker, and when you're reading a book, put the title of the book at the top. When you find a word, a vocabulary word that is unknown, write the word, write the definition of the word, and then have your student use that word in a sentence. And it's got room on that page for 4 or 5 words, I think, as you're reading a story. On the back of that, flip it over. You can put the unknown vocabulary word in the center of this diagram, and then you put a synonym for that word, a word that means the same, the definition, what part of speech it is, use it in a sentence or make a connection in real world with that word. Write the antonym, the opposite of that word, and draw a picture of that word. So these are just ways to expand your child's vocabulary as you're reading with them. We also included an ABC chart that can be slid into that clear pouch for letter or sound identification. Give your child the dry erase marker and call out random letters. Circle the letter G, or circle the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word jar, or circle the letter, the sound you hear at the end of the word sat. So they have to circle the ending sounds. All kinds of activities you can do with that letter chart. And we've given the younger kids magnetic letters. The kids get the magnetic whiteboard and also the marker and eraser. So enjoy this short video on how to use magnetic letters. Alrighty, there are so many ways to use magnetic letters. That was just a brief video for some ideas, but certainly this board is magnetic as well. They can practice their word list, change sounds, all kinds of ways to use the magnetic letters in the magnetic board. And next we have the comprehension cubes. These are for the older kids. So there's 2 little videos here to show you how to use the comprehension cubes.
Enhance reading comprehension with reading comprehension and retell a story cubes. The reading comprehension cubes are color-coded to prompt students to answer questions before, during, and after reading. The retell a story cubes target after reading skills while encouraging children to retell the story in many different ways. These cubes provide a hands-on format that engages students and is great for literacy centers, interventions, and small group activities. Each set of cubes features 36 different activities to build stronger reading comprehension through the use of effective questioning strategies. Build on young readers' success with reading comprehension and retell a story cubes from Learning Resources.
Hi, Little Giants family. I'm here today to show you how to use the comprehension cubes that came home in your goodie bags, okay? So when you go to use the comprehension cubes, you need a book to go along with it. So first I'm going to read the book, and then I'm going to roll my cube and answer one of the questions that I see come up at the top. Okay, so here we go. This book is called At the Beach. Here is my mom. Here is my dad. Here is my castle. All right, that was just a short little leveled reader. I'm going to go ahead and roll my comprehension cube now. So I'm going to roll it, and then I'm going to see whatever comes up top. That's the question I'm going to answer. Okay, ready? Ooh, so we have the question that came up top says, how does the story end? So if I think back to the story and what happened at the end, we saw that the boy built a sandcastle at the beach. And after I answer my question, I might use my book to go back and double check. So here's the end. Yep, and he built a sandcastle. That's what happened at the end. Okay. You can roll your cube more than once and answer more questions, or you can read a new book and roll the cube and answer the questions for that new book. Okay. Happy reading, friends.
So we've included 2 comprehension cubes in the older kids' bags. And yeah, it's a great way to strike up a conversation about the book and enhance your child's deeper thinking about what's happening in their story. Of course, 3rd and 4th graders are going to be reading more complicated text, not so simple as in this sample video. You can use these comprehension cubes for any level text. All right, let's move forward here. Sorry about that. Okay, finally, I have the link displayed for our Zoophonics sound and signal practice. These are for young learners still figuring out letter identification and letter sounds. So primarily for our 1st grade or kindergarten learners. Please go ahead and type in this URL, or you can search YouTube for this title, find this lovely lady, and she will explain to you and demonstrate for you all of the Zoophonics letters and sounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this has been useful for you. Happy reading. I hope you find these activities and these materials ready to enhance your child's learning. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.